What is up, fellow guitar player? My name is Miles Halter. I'll be your chief guitar instructor in this video. And today we're going to be talking about beginner metal guitar techniques. So, let's dive right into the video. Okay, so the first chords we're going to be talking about are power chords, which are the fundamental, that's the basis for most metal songs, are power chords. And if you haven't checked it out, check out my 3 easy metal guitar chords video. So, anyways, what a power chord is just a root and a fifth. And honestly, all that does is tell you where the notes exist. And if you don't understand what that means, well, let's just take a look at the shape. So, here's a power chord shape, and we're at our 7th fret A with our index finger and our ring fingers, playing 7 of A with our index and 9 of D with our ring finger. And you can create any power chord by choosing a root note and then going down a string and up 2 frets. So in this case, the 7th fret, you go down 1 string up to 7 and then up 2 frets to 9. 7 and 2 is 9, right? And then you can move this shape anywhere on the fretboard as long as your root string is E, A, or D. So that's your power chord. And then you also have open power chords, which are really common, where you would take your open, let's say your open E, and then you take your index finger, put it on that 2nd fret A. You do the same thing with the A and D strings. Okay, so that's power chords. Let's go ahead and check out our next technique. Okay, so our next technique we're going to talk about is muting. So take your power chord that we learned, and we're going to palm mute that power chord. And what we're going to do there is we're going to move our palm, we're going to move this side of your hand, right? And we're going to move it slightly onto the strings where the strings meet the bridge. So you get this sound. And that's what we call palm muting. Now, it's not the only form of muting. There's also left hand muting, but we're going to touch a bit on that later in the video. All right, so let's dive into the next technique. Okay, so this next technique here is galloping. And we had to learn palm muting before we learned galloping, because even though you can gallop and open without muting, galloping is usually done with a mute. And a gallop is just 3/16 and an 1/8 note. And one way you can think of that is just playing 3 notes and then having a brief pause if you don't understand the fundamentals of rhythm. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And if we are counting that, let's say in a beat of 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'd have 1 E and on that last we would have a pause, right? So that's how the rhythm works for a gallop. Okay, and what we're doing there is you're going to take your picking hand and you're going to move onto that bridge and you're going to do your palm mute. And we're just going to pick the 7th fret of our A string, and we're just going to pick down, up, down, and then you repeat that motion. You can also practice it with open strings. So, that's your gallop. Let's go ahead and check out our next technique. So the next guitar technique we're going to work on is tremolo picking. And really all that tremolo picking is just really fast alternate picking, and usually on a single note that you play over and over again. And there are some metal guitar videos that call this a advanced metal technique or an advanced guitar technique in general, but honestly, I mean, if you're practicing it on 1 string, it's not too advanced, It's not like advanced alternate picking, right? So, anyways, all you're doing there is you're alternating down, up with the right hand. And you want to practice that on a single note. Like I say, I'm doing everything here at the 7th fret because that's an E note, and guitar is regularly known for being in the key of E minor, like playing songs in E minor, especially in the metal genre. So what we're doing is we're just picking that 7th fret A, and yeah, you're just tremolo picking it. I mean, just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, really fast. And some tips here are, anchor your wrist, like rest it, and then make sure you're not using your elbow. Make sure to get it all in that wrist. And it can take some time, but practice this as fast as you can. Don't even worry about mistakes. Just worry on trying to get it fast, okay? And if you want to learn more about why you should practice fast instead of practicing slow, then check out a Martin Miller video. I can't remember what it's called. It's something along the lines of How to Play Fast by Martin Miller. Okay, and let's go ahead and check out our next metal guitar technique. So this metal guitar technique is called a pinch harmonic, and a pinch harmonic is an artificial harmonic, and we're not going to dive into too much like what a harmonic is, but like how they work, where they come from. But anyways, all you're doing with a pinch harmonic is you're taking your note and then you're picking it to sound like this or like this. And usually if you want to get the best pinch harmonics, you want to be on your bridge pickup and you want to have a decent amount of gain. And then when it comes to pinch harmonics, you want to practice all over on your strings. Like, you want to practice all around your pickups until you can find a sweet spot. You see how different it sounds everywhere? And then, of course, how do you play a pinch harmonic? Well, for me, all I do is I pick the way I would normally pick, right? And then what you gotta do is you gotta bring in your thumb, the flesh of your thumb, and you want that to hit the string first. You want it to hit the string before your pick does, or at the same time as your pick. And, there are a lot of guys who use pinch harmonics. I mean, Zach Wilde comes to mind from Black Label Society. Also, Dimebag Darrell. I mean, almost any metal guitarist, though, uses pinch harmonics somewhere. And as a matter of fact, they're very important to master if you're going to get down dive bombs. Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, they use pinch harmonics all the time. And of course, they're not metal, but, they're worth noting because of their use of pinch harmonics. So anyways, pinch harmonics can be a little difficult, but honestly, it just depends on the person. I've met people who get down pinch harmonics immediately. I've had guitar students who get down pinch harmonics by accident. They just accidentally pick wrong, and they're like, oh, that's a pinch harmonic. So, anyways, those are your metal guitar techniques. Let's wrap up. Hey, viewer, thank you so much for checking out the channel, and I hope you liked this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and if there's anything else you'd like to learn, then leave that in the comments below as well. And of course, subscribe for more content from me. I publish pretty much daily, usually Monday through Friday. And also check out some of my older videos if you want to learn more techniques, more guitar theory, just everything guitar. So anyways, rock on and have a good day.